Now that's totally gone. Oh, excuse you. Hi everyone, this is my twin boys 1 month update. So, just so you all know, this one over here who's not wrapped up is Sawyer, and the one that's wrapped up is Griffin with the binky. They are 1 month old. I cannot believe it. Sometimes it feels like it's been a year since I've had them, and sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were born. It has been a whirlwind month. I can't believe we're 1 month down. It's been hard. It's been crazy. So if you've been following us, you know that we've had a lot of problems with Griffin and his eating and crying uncontrollably all day, every day. Things have definitely gotten better. We have tried pretty much everything, it feels like. I know there's a couple other things that we still haven't tried, but we've tried the main big things to make this little guy happy. We went to the doctors. They've changed his formula. We've done like special tests. Like he had to get sonograms and x-rays and all sorts of stuff. And everything came back normal and he's fine, but his eating is still super struggles. He struggles with it all the time. He can't latch onto the nipple properly, and he loses about 50% of the liquid in his mouth when he's actually trying to swallow. And that is still something we're struggling with. Some feedings go really good where it's like he's almost like a normal baby, like normal, and then sometimes he is screaming, he can't latch, and it takes us 2 hours to get 4 ounces in him. And I'm not exaggerating. It is sometimes that bad. I've heard so many things, doctors saying that it could be a learning curve. First off, maybe there's going to be an obstruction in his throat, but now that's totally gone. Oh, excuse you. Boys. So the next thing that his doctor said that they're going to do is a feeding, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll watch him eat and see if there's anything that they can see that's wrong with how he's eating, and I really don't know what is going to happen with that, but I know that I'm going to talk to her about it on the 11th when he goes back for another checkup. Oh, but there is some good news with Griffin. He has gained almost a pound in, a week or less than a week. Me and my husband have been working extremely hard to get food in him. Whenever we think he's hungry, we'll try to feed him. Whenever there's an opportunity to feed him, we try to feed him. We're not force feeding him at all, but he was losing weight very fast, and everyone was very worried because he was not gaining weight. So me and my husband worked on it, and we are still working on it, and he is gaining weight now. So that is good news. That is super good news. And the crying has cut back a lot. He used to cry for no good reason all day. Just cry all night, all day, and now it's sporadic. It'll happen sometimes during feeding, sometimes just happens because he's just crying. So there is improvement. We would love it to be more improvement where he's like his little brother Sawyer, who just takes a bottle, sits there, eats, sleeps, poops, and that's his life. That's like a normal baby to us. And Griffin is just not there yet, but we're working on it, and we're gonna get there. One day at a time. They are both over 8 pounds now, which is awesome. They seem super healthy. They wet their diapers. They poop all the time. It is crazy. And having two, the diaper changes and the clothing changes, you just don't realize how much more time it takes to take care of another baby. You think it'll just be a couple minutes more. No, it's a long time to do anything extra, like feeding. Feeding takes us an hour to feed 2 babies. It's crazy between diaper changes and clothing changes and the bottle making and the whole thing. It's whoa, one baby, it's 25 minutes, if that, and then you're back asleep. Not two. So that's been fun. Both the boys recently, the last few days, have started cooing a little bit, which has been super cute. Had a little bit of like, ooh, and like, ah, and like, you know, I know they smile, but I know it's just gas, but I've seen a couple of like, you know, smiles, but I know it's not real. But it's really cute when it happens. It definitely warms my heart, and it makes me feel better, because I'm like, they're like these little cute little boys, and I can't wait to actually know them and, you know, see how they're going to turn out to be, and I get very excited about our future with them. So sleep has been super rough. Sawyer, we think would sleep a lot longer if he didn't have a twin brother. We think that he would sleep probably 6 hours straight sometimes through the night, but we've tried to let just Sawyer like sleep as long as he wanted to sleep and then wake up whenever he was hungry, but that backfired on us because Griffin would wake up and then we'd feed him, and then an hour later Sawyer would be hungry. And so we decided to keep them on the same schedule, even though we know Sawyer could sleep longer. But the schedule, like, it's really rough because, so it takes us about an hour to feed them and get them back down. And then they're up like 2 hours later. Like, no joke. And this is all night. We've had 2 nights in the past month. One night they slept 5 hours straight, which was a fluke. It never happened ever again. It was a miracle that day. And recently we've had 2 nights, well, not 1 night, where they slept 3 hours, and then there was their feeding, and then they slept like 3.5 hours. And that was really cool. But last night, up every 2 hours. And it's super difficult. I think the hardest part for me is just waking up so groggy. You almost like you feel like you're gonna fall over. You barely keep your eyes open. And Griffin he is a super challenging baby to feed. He squirms, he puts his hands in front of his face, and you have to like really focus on what you're doing to feed him, because if you don't, it won't happen, and then he'll start screaming, and then he won't get food in, and your night's pretty much shot. So you have to somehow wake up quickly, get alert, and feed your babies. That's been fun. I know it sounds like we're living in a really tough time right now, and it is really tough, but there are highlights when they're cooing and they're smiling and they're sleeping, and you see that they're these beautiful babies and they're little angels, and there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel. And again, with everyone, these amazing comments saying I can do this and I'm super mom, and there's a lot of amazing comments I've had out there. It helps me get through it when it's a rough day, because today has been mind-blowingly rough, with between our other two, Harrison and Wynn, just testing the line with me and my husband, and then Griffin having a couple sad crying fits today, and Sawyer throwing up all over me twice. It has been awesome. Rough. It's been rough. It's been awesomely rough. So thank you for all the amazing comments. It definitely boosts my spirits completely. You're squirmy. You're squirmy, little Sawyer. Harrison and Wynn absolutely love their brothers. Wynn thinks they're her babies. Harrison will just come up and say hi. He'll try to touch their foreheads and try to feed them pretzels. But there's been no like resentment towards them or anything. They definitely, like, they have accepted them. They are part of the family, and there's been it's been awesome. I was very worried that there would be some kind of like, I don't know, resentment, and you know, they would be upset with them, and that has not happened. So super happy and grateful for that. They are officially out of newborn clothes. They're in 0 to 3 months and 3 months clothes, which blew my mind. They're just long babies. They're thin, but they're long. So that's been, you know, it was kind of sad when the newborn stuff went away, because it's like, oh, you know, they're not newborns anymore. They're getting older, but that is exciting for me too, because every day they get older is the day they can hold their own bottles and they can start sleeping better. But it was sad to put the newborn clothes away. So that is the update for our twin boys, Griffin and Sawyer. They are doing great. We are so thrilled to have them here. I'm just so delighted with them. I can't wait for their 6-week update, so we can tell you good news about Griffin and that things are getting better with him and we're sleeping. That's the goal for 6 weeks. Let's see if it happens. That'd be really cool if some of those came true. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. please thumb this video up for us. We'd super appreciate it. We want you guys to have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Say bye, guys. They say bye. Bye. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today is just a normal, relaxing day around our house because we really can't go anywhere because of the babies. But give you a quick little update with Griffin.